All right, guys, so the second thing I wanted you to learn this week, actually the third, if we count the vocabulary from the first lesson. So we have coefficients, exponents, bases, knowing what those things are and how to identify them. The second thing was multiplying using exponents. And the third thing would be dividing with exponents, okay? So when you divide with exponents, it's like kind of like you're crossing out things. So if we were to expand certain things, so let's say x to the fourth divided by x squared, okay? So if we were to kind of expand both of these, what would happen is you'd say, okay, there's 4 x's all being multiplied, okay? And then on the bottom, there's 2, okay? So you can eliminate, so these like get crossed out because that will become 1. Then these are crossed out, that becomes 1. And then all you're left with is x squared. X times x is x squared, okay? Now, you can do that with each problem, but the the difficulty comes in when, what if this were x to the 14th? Do you want to write out 14 x's? Probably not, I don't. So there is a shortcut to how to get the division problem without writing everything out. So let's say you had x to the 14th, we'll go with x to the 14th, over x squared, okay? Again, I don't want to write 14 x's out. So the shortcut is you subtract these two exponents. So 14 minus 2 is 12. So x to the 12th. So that's the shortcut. You just take the exponents and you subtract them. 14 minus 2, okay? Now, what happens if you have numbers, you have coefficients here? You're going, just like in the multiplying, we're going to do what the operation says. The operation says to divide, so we're going to divide the coefficients. So let's say we had 15x to the 14th over 3x squared. Okay, well, you can divide those coefficients. 15 divided by 3 equals 5, and then subtract the exponents again. So x to the 12th. 5x to the 12th. Now, sometimes these two numbers won't divide. Like, what if I had 3 on the top and 15 on the bottom? Then you just reduce the fraction, okay? So let me do one like that, and then that'll be all that we do. Okay, so let's say we had 2x to the 5th over 10x squared, okay? Well, 10 divided by 2 works, but that's not the way it's written. It's written 2 divided by 10. So it's kind of like you have to reduce a fraction, 2/10. So that reduces to 1, because 2 divided by 2 is 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5, so 1/5. Now, what do I do with my x's? Do they go on the top? Do they go on the bottom? Well, if your exponent is positive, so 5 minus 2 is a positive 3, you put the 3, you put everything at the top, and the 5 stayed at the bottom, okay? These might be a little bit more difficult, so take your time with these, okay? And if you have any questions, you know you can email me at any time. You can always look up another video from another teacher, although this is probably the best video you're gonna get. So, yeah, email me or look up another video.